Thank you, Lucas. Can we have 1 minute to jot down some thoughts and comments for Lucas and pass them over to him? Great. Our second speaker this evening is Mike Mishra, and Mike's evaluator is George Tompkins. George, would you provide us with his objectives, please?
Yes, Mike's objectives are to select an appropriate outline which allows listeners to easily follow and understand his speech, to make his message clear with supporting material directly contributing to that message, to use appropriate transitions when moving from one idea to another, and to create a strong opening and conclusion. Mike will be speaking for 5 to 7 minutes this evening. His topic is Organize Your Speech. It's speech number 2 from the basic manual. And the title is Stress, the Silent Killer.
Stress, the Silent Killer. Mike Mishra, Stress, the Silent Killer.
I will be lying if I say that I have never been stressed out in my life. The idea is to get over it and manage stress by applying appropriate stress management techniques. Good evening all. Good evening, Mr. Toastmaster and our welcome guest. My topic for today is Stress, the Silent Killer. And I will be discussing how to manage stress effectively, to live a healthy lifestyle in this fast-paced marketplace. Right from the time a baby is born, he is subjected to stress. When numerous tests are done against his wishes. As an adult, when he grows up, he is subjected to stress during his studies, at his work, when he has to please his boss, and at his home, when he has to please his other boss, the wife. So in short, a person is experiencing stress 24/7. Experts refer to stress as the silent killer because it impacts our health quietly whenever it gets a chance. The question is how we can handle it to lead a healthy and easygoing life. The answer lies in 6 steps which are important for stress management, and I'm going to discuss before you all. The first one is awareness. Awareness is the key. When we are aware of the symptoms of the stressful situations, for example, racing heart, tightening of the muscles, or overeating, then we can avoid further damage to our bodies by controlling emotions and diffusing the situation that leads to a stressful scenario. Now the second one is sleep. A good night's sleep is very important. By sleeping 7 hours daily, we can really move through sleep cycles that will help us reduce the stress. Now the third one, it is very important, is the exercise. Now let me ask you guys, how many of you go for a 30 minutes brisk walk every day? Very good. So let me tell you, exercise is a must. At a minimum, we should have a habit to go for 30 minutes walk on a daily basis. And that helps us to burn off the harmful stress hormones. So it is very important that we exercise daily in the form of just a brisk walk or maybe going to a gym just to do a small workout session. And the fourth one is nutrition. We should always eat right. Try to eat complex carbs, for example, potatoes, pasta, whole grains, because these complex carbs helps us avoid anxiety, or basically they reduce anxiety in our body, and also they have a calming effect on our bodies. On the other hand, when we try to take caffeine, for example, that is one of the culprit for our body. So we should take good complex carbs in our diet and avoid culprits like caffeine in our diet. Now the fifth one is we should always go for deep breathing when we have a tension situation. For example, if we are part of a confrontation, then we should stop what we are doing and we should try to stay calm, and we should breathe deeply, slowly and consciously. That will make sure that we are not doing further damage to our body. The final point is the time management. If we are able to manage our time well, then for sure we will not be stressed out. We can make a to-do list for whatever we do, for example, prioritizing our goals and tasks, and it will help us eventually to lead a less stressful life. Now at the end, a bonus tip. We should always have a sense of humor. Most of the stressful situations have a tender, not so serious side to it. Learning how to tackle or basically tickle it is an art which is worth mastering. Smiling or laughing at our own predicament, not necessarily out loud, can really be the best medicine for us. So that's where we should always have little sense of humor and try to avoid dealing with stressful situations without any laugh. And that's all from my side. So basically, let me summarize before I go. First one is we should always be aware of the stressful scenarios and how to deal with it. The second one is we should have ample sleep. The third one is we should exercise well. Fourth one is we should really eat well. And then we should have deep breathing exercises whenever we are in a stressful situation. And the final one is we should really manage our time well. So thank you all, and have a healthy and happy, stress-free life.